we're going to talk about 3 different types of triangles. Okay, and I'm going to give you the information. So we know based on Pythagoras' theorem that a squared plus b squared equal to c squared is a right triangle, correct? Write it down. So there's 2 other types of triangles that we need to know about. A squared plus b squared when it's greater than c squared, it's an acute triangle. And then we have the third one, a squared plus b squared is smaller than or less than c squared. Then we have an obtuse triangle. All right, so we're going to go ahead and determine, let's look at number 2. This tells me that A is 8, B is 15, and C is 17. So I can say 8 squared plus 15 squared is equal to, actually, let's leave that blank, okay, and we'll just draw a line, 17 squared. Okay, so you guys might want to have your note cards out. So 8 squared is 64, correct? B squared, or 15 squared is, what is it? 225. And 17 squared is 289. Having a calculator is handy, or if you can add 64 and 25 in your 225 in your head. 64 plus 225 is equal to 289. So 289 is equal to 289. What kind of triangle is this? Okay, so then we're going to write, is it acute? What kind of triangle is it? It's a right triangle, so we're going to do R. All right, let's look at 11. 5, 12, 17. 5 squared plus 12 squared. Let's draw my line. 17 squared. What's 5 squared? What's 5 squared? What's 12 squared? 144. What's 17 squared? We just did it. What's 25 plus 144? $169. We have 169 and 289. Which direction is my less than greater? Is it less than or greater than? 169 is less than 289. What kind of triangle is this? Obtuse. Write a no. Circle it. You understand what to do now? Okay, so you're using Pythagoras' theorem, but if your answer is greater than, then it's an acute triangle, and that's how you're going to list it. If your answer is less than, it's an obtuse triangle, and that's how you're going to write it. If they're equal, then we know it's a right triangle. Understand? Any questions on this? Okay, flip your papers over. Okay, so on the back side, we have real life situation. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and cross off 7, 8, and 9. We're going to do 1 through 6 after I help you out with a couple. Okay, so we're going to look at, let's say you have a poster and you want to ship this poster to a friend who's in school across the country, but all you have are boxes. How can you can you fit that poster inside that box? It depends on the size of the box, right? Your poster has to fit on the diagonal, okay? So that would be finding that side C, that length of that side C, okay? So here we have some boxes. Well, I need to know, I need to have some information, okay? I know that my box is a 6 by 8, so I know that this length is 6 and this length is 8. I'm going to draw a little dashed line here. If I look at my list of triples, do I have the length of that diagonal? What is it? What is the length of this diagonal? It is a 10 because 6, 8, 10 is a triple, right? All right. So now I have 6, 10, and I don't know this length here. Is it a triple? Can I look for a triple here? Do I have 6, 10 something? No. My 10 is my 10 has to be my bigger length. This hypotenuse is always your longest side. My two smallers are 6 and 10. This is 6 and 10 being the biggest. So it's not 8. You understand that? You make that connection. Okay? My diagonal is always my biggest number. This is side C. It's my biggest number. This is side C. It's my biggest number. Here is side C. It's my biggest number. Are you making that connection now? Okay? So I need to know what this length is. But I figured out that this triangle, for this part of the triangle, is going to be 10 because I knew this was 6, this was 8, my diagonal is 10, it's a triple. Right? So now I have a side of 6 and a side of 10. A is 6, B is 10, 10, whoops, sorry. B is 10, root 8, said 10. What is C? Can I solve this? Absolutely, right? This is what we've been doing all week. So what is 6 squared? It's on your note card. What's 6 squared? What is it? 36. What is 100 squared? I mean 10 squared. I gave you the answer. Duh. Equals C squared. Add them together. What do I get? So then I'm going to look on my list here. Is 136 a perfect square? No. It's between 11 and 12, right? So it's going to be approximately 11 something. Right? Now I can guess. I can do my guess, or I can go ahead and write 136 in my calculator and take the root, and it's going to give me 11.66. So I'm going to round it up to 11.7. Okay, so to start, I'm going to help you try and figure out your base. So I have 3, 4. What's this diagonal going to be? What is it, Clarissa? It's a triple, 3, 4, 5. So my big triangle is going to be 5, 12, something. Okay? A is 5, B is 12. What is C? Let's look at this one here. I'm going to draw this little, my diagonal. Right? I have 9, 12. What's this length going to be? What is it? It's 15 because it is also a triple. So side A now for the triangle I need to find. 8 is A. 15 is B. What is C? How about number 4? I'm going to go ahead and draw my line here. I have a side of 7, a side of 24. Do I know what my 25? It's also a triple. So now side A is 10, side B is 25. What is side C? You guys do the last two. And that's it. Any questions? Everybody clear? Show me fists of 5. I know what to do. I got some 4s that'll come with practice. If that's you don't know what you're doing? Okay, we know what we're doing. Okay, very good. All right, go ahead. You have the rest of the class period. Let's work diligently so that we don't have any homework.